Hello and welcome back to the ANC podcast. I'm CJ and I'm here with Ness.
Hi.
And we just wanted to say, for starters, thank you for watching the last episode. It's the first time we've ever done this, and it was cool to see just the engagement of it.
I think it was cool. It was definitely fun to be able to actually start something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Even though it's only one video, it definitely I don't know, it makes me feel happy. I mean, every day I'm like checking. I'm like, I want to see how many views we got. Like if anybody actually even if you click on it for 5 seconds, just the fact that someone clicked on it is crazy to me. I
Yeah,
mean, I'll be at work helping people, and I'll have a second. I'll look. I'm like, oh, look, we went 5 views up. I don't know. It's just fun to actually see, even though it's we're not big people making it somewhere
yeah,
yet, but or if we do, but it's still super cool to see the growth
yeah,
and just what did we post it 5 days ago?
yeah. It's something like that.
Yeah.
It was definitely fun to make that video for sure.
Um, Sorry about the way, guys. I got really sick over the weekend. It was it was
Well,
miserable.
I mean, we both got pretty sick because I mean, it started with me, and then I think I got it to you.
Oh my gosh. I told him I was like, "No, don't get me sick. I have to go to work." And I ended up getting super sick. I was bed bound. I couldn't walk because I mean my body was in so much pain, and I was sick. I almost passed out at the floor.
Yeah,
That was scary.
I uh, I like to say that mine started with like this really bad sore throat, and I don't know what it was, but there was something about it. It was unlike any other sore throat that I've ever had before. It just kind of,
It would not give.
yeah, like I would be like under so many different medications to try to help cure it, and it would just not go away. And it was making it so difficult to like eat and drink because I don't know, just it just hurt.
Yeah, we even had to take him in and they did the strep throat test on him and
That
everything
was
and
awful.
that was funny. I mean, it was awful, but it was funny. Um but it was I mean, we went all the way to urgent care just to spend $50 and have them give you nothing that
Yeah,
actually helped him. They prescribed him something that was supposed to help numb it and just at least give the inflammation and the pain away just for a little bit, and it did nothing for him. And the tests they all came back negative, which is crazy to me, but
if it definitely felt like I had something that just didn't show up, but I will say that it's pretty cool to think that, you know, even though it came back negative, I'm just glad that over time it just started getting better.
it instantly started getting better after we got back.
Yeah,
That was how I thought about it. I was like, really? As soon as we get back, that's when it gets better? We could have pushed it, but we didn't.
I have like times where I tend to like think about it worse in my head and then it just ends up feeling worse for me, but I don't think that was one of those times.
I
That one
could
hurt.
tell you were not
Yeah.
you weren't doing very good. I think I think CJ could tell I wasn't feeling very good either because the first day he saw how sick I was and he's like, "Do we need to take you in?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine. It's the first day." And it was pretty bad.
I don't know.
I mean, TMI, but I took a bath and I was trying to take a bath. I thought it was going to help me out and my body was in so much pain that I could barely get out of it. I was just in so much pain.
I think part of my thinking process in that was that, you couldn't really speak at all, which was like, I don't know, it was like weird to me. Not saying that you like to talk.
Oh, I love talking.
It's just like it's weird when you can't really get many words out because it just hurts to talk.
Oh, I know. I woke up and you were trying to ask me questions, and I was just looking at you like you were dumb. But it wasn't that I was thinking you were dumb. I was just I knew that my throat hurt really bad. I knew that I was super sick, and the last thing that I wanted to do was talk. And I mean, I would have the throat lozenges in my mouth, and even when I used them, they didn't do anything. They just made thick spit that tasted like crap. It was just
Yeah.
all the medicine, ugh, so nasty. And if you guys don't know, I can't take medicine. So, and
Yeah, you
I'm
have
very bad about it. I don't want to do it. You have to pretty much make me.
You have this thing when it comes down to like cold medicine. Like Dayquil for example. That one makes you like tingle or whatever. It's like it's weird what it
It's,
does to you. But then again, I guess after this last time, Theraflu does the same exact thing to me. So I can't
oh, well,
I
that's
can't
because you
stand.
puked with it, and now it tastes gross too.
Yeah,
I've never tried that before, so I don't know. I
I
was
would
gonna
not.
try it, but then since my mom was nice enough to go to the store and get me stuff, I didn't have to go and get stuff. I mean, shout out to my mom though, cause she got me a bunch of stuff.
That's true.
She got me so much stuff, and it was I don't know,
I
it
was
was
so confused because I got home from work and I just saw like this big old pile of medication just sitting on the
you're
bed,
making us
which
sound like
sounds
it
awful
was.
with me
It
saying
sounds
that,
so
but
terrible. It's not terrible. It was um a couple of different kinds of sore throat things. 'Cause she didn't know which one would work for me or which one I'd like. And then the Vicks vapor rub because she said that she thought that would work, and then I tried Mucinex, which, by the way, not saying I know if any of that stuff works. I mean, I will say I think it helped because I can talk now. My sore throat went away, but man, you can tell my voice is still messed up. And I went to work today, and like I kept helping like the older people. They have a little more hard time hearing. I kept
yeah,
helping people at work today, and a lot of them like couldn't understand me or they're getting upset with me. And I was like, I'm sorry, but like I'm doing my best I can here. And I know a couple of times like I would turn around when I was at the window and my eyes would go blurry and I'd get like lightheaded. No, that was I was like, please don't take me back to when I almost passed out.
yeah. No, I remember you coming back in and you came in and you like hit the door a little bit and then you just kind of like fell on the bed and you were like, I am like so close to
I
passing
was
out. I was
sweating.
so nervous for that.
I was sweating. I ran into the wall on the way. The whole bathroom was spinning. Like I could barely like finish going to the bathroom. It was so bad. Like I was nervous. I was like I just need to be in the bedroom with you so that you could make sure I was okay because if not I would have fell off the toilet and face
Yeah,
planted on the floor. Like I tried to like put my head on the toilet paper and everything was like just spinning and I like slammed my head on it.
yeah.
So,
Bless you, by the way.
bless me.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna sneeze.
Huh?
I wasn't gonna sneeze.
Oh, I thought you did sneeze.
I didn't sneeze.
Oh, it
You
sounded like you
goof.
sneezed.
Trying not to cough.
Oh,
Because I don't want to like ruin the video, but I have like a small tingle in the back of my throat.
you're okay.
And
I also have a tingle.
every time I try to breathe, it's like right there. And if you guys know that little tickle in the back of your throat, it sucks so bad, and you can't get it to go away. I hate it so much.
Yeah, there's nothing to drink in there. I drank all that already,
You drank all
unfortunately.
of it. You always
Yeah,
drink and eat
I
everything
did
in
not need to
sight.
do that, to be honest. I was actually about to get another glass of water before, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just do it.
It's fine. We got this.
Yeah, we can just do this without the water. But
How was your day today?
it actually wasn't that bad. I mean, I stayed home. I watched a lot of YouTube. I even edited my own YouTube video.
Oh, you finished that now?
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. It took me a while because the stupid subtitles, with my voice as everyone else can hear, it's a bit weird. I sound like I got an accent. That's what I get a lot at least. And it turns out when it's trying to take my subtitles, it also thinks I have an accent and cannot understand a word I'm saying.
Yeah, I always think it's funny when people say you have an accent because I never ever hear an accent out of you, but like whenever like someone meets him, they're always like, "You have an accent." It's so weird. I
Yeah.
never hear it. But like I guess I've been with you for like a while now, so I don't hear an accent out of you. Everything sounds normal to me, I guess. I don't know.
No, I get it hundreds of times while I'm at work. Everybody's like, "You have an accent. What's it from?" And a lot of times I'll be like, "What do you think it's from?" And then they'll tell me, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's you got it right." But a lot of times I tell people the truth. I'm like, I got a speech impediment that kind of sounds like I have an accent going on, and you know,
When you actually get like good people,
yeah,
because like you get a lot of rude people.
I do. I get like basically all of my customers are rude. I get a couple of the like nice old ladies, but
Well, you get kind of like gross people too, like nasty
Yes.
people, like
I get people who like pull money out of the sock and stuff. It's gross.
oh, I've had some people pull money out of places it should not be coming out of, and I usually, if depending on the workplace I'm in, I try to say, I don't want to touch that because of where it came from. That
Yeah.
that makes me feel uncomfortable. But in some workplaces, that's not an option, and they don't care about how you feel about something, and they'll end up saying, you have to do it, you have to take it because the company wants to make money. They don't care about you.
Yeah.
And I hate companies, when they don't care about their employees, because if you want to keep an employee and you want them to work good, you have to treat them right.
Yeah.
And at every job that I've had before, I mean, I don't necessarily love the job I have. I just don't think it fits me. Like I like the people I work with mostly, but it's definitely not like my
So
dream job.
yeah, it's not your line of work.
Yeah, but like everyone treats me right. My boss is super nice. She's super understanding with whatever's going on wrong, like since I've been super sick. But like my other jobs before, the management was absolutely rude to me. They were so rude to me. Speaking of which, super funny. I helped my manager today at work.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was kind of funny. She came in and I was like, "Oh shoot!" She said, she said I was sick because I've been kissing on too many boys.
Oh, her?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I help my managers all the time because whenever it comes down to like when it comes to lunch, they always grab something from the shelf and they'll like, "Can you make me off?" I'm like, "Sure."
It's always like I find it always just a little awkward when I used to help like people at work, like my coworkers. It's always just I don't know, maybe I'm just weird and I make it weird, but like I said, my coworkers and the environments that I would work in, like it would seem like a lot of people like, "Oh, it'd be so cool to work, here, da 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 da," but like it really wasn't. And once I'd
Yeah.
explain it to them, I'm like, "No, you don't want to work here. Like they are rude." I mean, I've gotten yelled at before, like I mean, I have so many stories I could tell. Like the one time when the manager got mad at me because I was sick, and I was really sick, and I went to go, and I went in anyway, and then she was mad at me because I wasn't smiling when I was helping people, but I was helping like elderly ladies and guys and stuff, and I felt horrible because I didn't want to get them sick, and I mean, when older people get sick, like it's not just like a little cough or cold that we
Yeah.
get. It could be it could put them on bed rest. So I don't know. They're just rude, but you've had pretty good jobs.
Yeah, for the most part. I miss my old job just because it was like, I don't know, it was the best job I've ever gotten. And the only reason I'm not there now is just because it was a temporary position. But honestly, if they would give me an opportunity to work there again, I'd 100% take it in a heartbeat. I would leave the job I'm currently at and go straight to them, no hesitation.
Oh, I know you'd do anything to go back to that
Oh,
job. You
100%.
loved it. Every time you I mean on your lunches or your breaks or when you'd come home or anything like that, it was you always had something like happy to say about work. I mean, of course you've had like your little things where like someone made you mad or upset you, but
Yeah.
you always had like I mean, other than being tired, you always were super positive when you came back. And don't get me wrong, you still are very positive when you come back from this
I'm
job,
not as positive,
but
that's for
you're
sure.
you're definitely like more mad, like people have made you more mad.
Yeah, I
But
think,
that's what customer service it does to you. I mean, customers are rude and I mean, even though it doesn't bother you like inside, and it's tiring. It drains you. And a lot of people think you have to work manual labor like I thought you were gonna sneeze. I'm
no,
so sorry.
you're okay.
Anyway, a lot of people think that like manual labor jobs like you have to work out like to be tired and to work hard, but it's not true. Any job can be draining. It's just in different ways. Like, manual labor job's going to be draining in physically, but like a job like ours is going to be like mentally draining. So I feel like any job is draining in any way. And I can say that because I've worked a physical manual labor job and I've grown up with people who have worked like that. And
Yeah.
you know, people are gonna say anybody is gonna argue with it. It's definitely a topic people are gonna argue off. But
Yeah.
that's just what I believe. I feel like any job is it affects you in different ways.
I would say the way that this job drains me is the customers, you can only handle so many before you're just like, oh my God. But also when you're talking to people as often as you can every minute of the day, your social battery just slowly just kind of depletes, and then you don't really want to do anything for the rest of the day. And I think that's what exhausts me the most, is that my social battery is just completely gone. I just want to go to bed for the day and just not talk to anyone. I think that's like what my main problem is.
Which is crazy because if you know us, we run our mouths. We love talking. So it's sad when, you come home and you're exhausted and all you want to do is go to bed. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I like miss not working because it was fun to be able to just like wake up like and I still woke up early every day and I still had, like a little routine, but it was fun to be able to be like, I'm gonna go on a hike today or I'm gonna go to the coast. Like, oh my goodness. I've been wanting to go to the coast for a while now. Like I was just talking to CJ and I was just saying how bad I wanted to go to the coast and we were like, yeah, let's just go. But like we've said in the last video, where our schedules are backwards, so we never have time to actually do anything with each other. We never have time with each other. I mean, like right now we do, but after this we have to go to bed, so it's just
Yeah.
like there's no time.
And I mean, you just got off work, and this was kind of like more of like we don't really have time throughout like the last couple of days, because not only have we been sick, but we also have to recover from that.
Mhm.
And today was more like a last minute, because what we want to do is we want to start trying to plan our schedule for like every Wednesday.
Until we get used to it, yeah.
Yeah,
If this
so
became like something like a full-time job, we would definitely do a lot more. But right now, just doing every Wednesday, it's a lot on us. I mean,
it
getting
is.
sick, both of us working, having dogs, cleaning, life priorities. It's definitely a little rough, but this is something I want to do, so I try to make time for it
Yeah,
outside of all of the things that we have to do. But I don't know.
I don't know either.
Today is rough, I think.
Today is pretty rough. I'm
I've
having
had
straight like mind fogs. It's like it's
I
crazy.
think it's because we're still recovering. I am so sorry, you guys. It's been a rough day. I mean, at work all day, I've been dragging. Usually I'm like I got a little ping pong, like running back and forth at work. Today I like snail walked back and
Yeah.
forth, and like people would watch me, and I'm like, yep, that's me.
No, literally all day today I've had like no thinking process in anything that I've done. So
Our
it's
heads are just gone. They just
yeah,
flew off.
like this morning I barely even wanted to wake up. I
Oh,
I
I
was
know.
asleep for a long time.
I know. Yeah. Well, to be fair, we woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's true.
I mean, we can. Speaking of like his job and how he works with a lot of like not very nice people, we could bring up a couple topics like story time for like the crazy people. I don't know if we can call them crazy, but the people that aren't like there.
Oh,
We've had a lot of bad. We've had me and you have had some like interactions that not everybody gets like that.
yeah.
And
Pretty creepy ones, if you ask me.
yeah, like there was like this time when we were sitting in my car, and mind you, we're outside of his parents' house, but like we had to park across the street because there wasn't room in his driveway, so we always had to park his car across the street. And we had just parked, and um this it wasn't even dark out either. That's what's weird. It
Yeah.
was like it was summertime, so it was warm out. It was probably like 6 o'clock maybe. It wasn't super late, and this guy came up on a bike.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, this guy. And mind you, I figured, I always keep my doors locked. I'm very cautious. But I just figured because we were across from his parents' house and it was daylight out, that I wouldn't have to really worry as much. But I ended up like looking and I was like, hey, like there's this guy like coming up on the bike and he came up at us. I was like, lock the door, like, we need to lock the door. And he was yelling at us. He had a knife out at us, and he was saying that he wanted to kill us. And
Yeah, he thought that we flipped him off, and
we weren't even looking at him. That's what's crazy. We
I
weren't
didn't
even
even know he was
talking to
there.
him. I had no idea he was there until I turned around and was locking my door because he was coming up.
Yeah,
It was just, it blows my mind that people just, they just do things like that. I ended up having to call my dad because I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
yeah.
I was like, shoot, like, I don't want to die today. Like, this isn't my day. And of course, I have CJ yelling at him, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, be quiet. You're not making it any better.
Well, I was yelling because he tried to threaten us with a knife, and there's no reason to
And it
do
wasn't
that.
like just a knife either. It was a hook blade. That
That's
stuff
true.
that could do some like
That could do some pretty crazy
crazy
damage.
damage. Yeah, that's just one of the stories. I mean, we've had some.
Do you remember that one time we were sitting inside my car and that guy was trying to actively hide behind the power pole?
Oh my gosh. Again, that time was still across the street from your parents' house. We were sitting there. He was about to drop me off at my house because we live fairly close to each other. And we were just hanging out for the last little bit before you had to drive me home. And I looked and I was like, hey, babe, like I just saw someone go behind like the electrical pole. And I barely saw him. And CJ was like, I don't see anything. I was like, no, like there is somebody there. I know somebody's hiding there. Like they're messing with us. I know. And it was like somebody in like a white shirt and black pants, and like I had like an old person mask on, and I could tell. I watched him slowly slip behind that pole, and I told CJ, I was like, there is somebody there, and he didn't believe me until because that guy was hiding so perfectly, and we ended up driving by to see what was going on. And while we were driving by, he was moving himself around like the pole so that we couldn't see him. So then CJ comes back and he's just going back to park again outside of his house. And that guy came running out in front of the car and flashing his big flashlight. Like it wasn't like no
That was
tiny, it was
so
bright.
dangerous.
He put it right in our eyes and everything.
That was so dangerous too because like you said, it was in my eyes. It was probably like I don't even know how high the lumens were on that light, but it was a pretty bright light. It blinded me for a little bit, but had he have done that while he was still running in front of my car, I probably would have hit him.
No, oh yeah. It wasn't like he was running like far away from the car.
No.
He ran right out in front of it. Like you slammed your brakes.
Yeah.
We ended up having to call non-emergency and let them know that there was a guy running in front of people's cars because we figured it wasn't just us he was messing it with, it was other people. And
Yeah.
usually like we don't call, the cops on anybody.
Yeah, that's not really something that I'm like actively wanting to do. I hate talking on the phone as it is, so talking to emergency services is just like not on my book.
it
So,
oh no. I think we literally had to like figure out how to say it without like messing up and like saying
yeah.
random crap because of like just because we were so stressed.
I think the thing that freaked me out the most about that was not just the fact that he was actively hiding behind the pole, but also the fact that he had like this creepy ass grandma mask
That's
going.
true. That's true. It was not. It was not. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. And we ended up going to my house and parking because we did not want to be where he was. And then, of course, I told my dad again. And, well, that didn't go very well because my dad got in his truck and CJ had his car lights off. And my dad backed into CJ's car, which was crazy because it left not a single scratch, not a single dent, not a single mark on CJ's car.
I think it's funny that that didn't leave a single mark on it, but then about a month after that, we ended up going to my grandmother's house and I backed my car up into a trailer.
Oh, he didn't just back his car up into the trailer. He only had three wheels on the ground.
Oh yeah,
His
that's
car
right.
was
That was high centered.
in the air.
Yeah, I high centered my car on some rocks. It sucked. And
You
then
didn't even know either
no,
until
I
people were
didn't.
telling you that you were in the air.
And I remember looking back at it and there was a big old mark on it and I was pissed.
Yeah, you were the whole way home you were mad. Like
Yeah.
I could tell, like I can just tell like when you're mad and you're driving because your driving isn't like as like laid back and like sweet. It's like pissed. Like I'm gonna go. Like we're
Yeah.
going. I just want to get home. I don't want to deal with this crap anymore.
Yep.
And I could tell you were just mad too. Like you were mad that you were in the air and you couldn't turn your car, so you just got in there and just stepped on the gas into the trailer. And I think
Yep.
you had to have your cousin help you. I think he got in and actually ended up doing it for you because you got so pissed off
Yeah.
that you would have just made it worse.
No, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I don't. Your anger issues. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, right?
No, I'm just kidding. If anything, I have anger issues. DJ is so laid back of a person. He's such a nice guy. I don't know. I have never hit anything before. Like, oh
I
wait, shoot. That's such a lie. Whenever I would go to school and I was in a hurry, my friend would always, I swear she was out for me. She'd put a hitch on, like the hitch on her truck, and she'd take it off. So I used to know I could get super close. And a couple times during the year, she'd put her hitch back on, and I wouldn't realize it. And I'm hauling butt to school because, like, I'm like, shoot, like, I was like that last minute kind of girl. I was like, oh, yeah, I got 5 minutes left. I can make it in time. Yeah, no. So I'm like hauling balls to work, school, not work. And I would end up hitting her hitch. Not hitting it like crazy, but I'd end up tapping it. And she'd get out and she'd be like, did you just hit my truck? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I am such an excellent driver, 10 out of 10. I would never do that. And she's like, I felt you hit it. I'm like, no, no, I wouldn't do that.
never happened.
That's not like me. I still do that to that day. So you'd just be like, did you do that? I'm like, no. Who would do that? I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Um, I do know there's a couple times where you would hit the curb while you were taking certain turns.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure
See?
you don't know what I'm
No,
talking
no, no,
about.
no. I remember when I was turning, and I don't even know how I hit the curb, but my whole car was up on the curb, and oh, I did at Taco Bell too. Remember? Oh, you weren't there. I forgot.
Nope.
See, I always act like you were there for everything with me. I ended up calling you. I think I almost cried because I was, I had a migraine all day long. I was so sick, and all I wanted was some food because I was starving. So I ended up going to Taco Bell, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll be able to eat. I got a fever blister and everything, and I got my Taco Bell, curbed my tire, tried calling CJ because I'm all butt hurt because I have a headache and everything. And I ended up getting home, and I couldn't even eat my Taco Bell. I couldn't even eat it because I was so nauseous with the migraine that I had. And I finally I took headache medicine, and let me tell you, that headache medicine like actually it kicked in within like 10 minutes of having it. It was I don't know. It was crazy. Um you
I gotta be honest, I'm like 2 seconds from coughing right
I can tell.
now. Sorry about that.
Yep, that's what you get when you get sick.
I I'm kind of tired of being sick. Actually, we were just talking about this earlier today, where it's becoming springtime, and I'm super excited because wintertime is like the time for sickness, and then springtime is more like it's more like a laid back, kind of like summer. You don't really get sick as often,
I am
so
so excited for summer.
I'm really excited for summer.
I want to
Summer
go on
brings
so
so many
many hikes,
opportunities.
like go to the beach. I want to go and go swimming. CJ hates swimming, but I love it.
I hate swimming because I can't swim.
No, you can swim.
I can barely swim.
You can doggy paddle.
I could doggy paddle.
Anybody, come on. Doggy paddling is fun to do even when you know. Like I know how to swim like pretty good, and I don't mind doing some good old doggy paddles.
I mean, I like doing doggy paddles when I know I can touch the ground.
Well, you're tall, so you
I
you
could
can
touch the
definitely
ground in
touch the
most
ground more than
places,
me.
but
Half the time we go places, I'm never able to touch the bottom because I'm so short. And CJ loves to make jokes like that. Oh, I bet you can't see up here. Well, that's because you're down there. Yeah, whenever I hug him too, I feel like he has a slouch for me. It's so
it's
sad.
so
And
funny.
it's not funny, it's so
It's
sad.
funny.
Like, how could I be that short?
How can you be that short?
Yeah.
Probably because you're like
It's
three
the
foot five.
I am not 3'5". You're like 2'2". Yeah.
If I'm, how much did you say? 2'2"?
Yeah.
If I'm 2'2", you're like half an inch.
Okay, well, you're a quarter inch. Yeah. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna win. No. You're like the size of a rice cream. Leave me alone. You're little. So I just I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm such a brat. No. Okay, I just want to put it out there. I'm like 5'3", okay? No. 5'3" and a quarter.
Oh, gotta add the quarter in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's a quarter.
I'm 6'1".
Oh wow, you're so cool.
Yeah.
I know what? I like being short because I don't hit my head on everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah. And when someone tries to get me, I can just go under them. You're like a dog.
You can hide in more places than I probably could.
Yeah, because you try to go hide and your head's popping out.
Yeah.
See? But the cool thing is there's good and bad for being short and tall. Like being tall, you can reach things that other people can't reach. But being short, you can fit into things people can't fit into, or you can just do like I can fit in my car better than you can fit in my car. Every
Oh,
time CJ
easily.
gets in my car, he's always like, "Oh my god, it's." Even though he drives a car, he's like, "Yours is so much smaller than mine." No, it's not even that much smaller.
It
But,
feels smaller.
oh, I know, because you complain about it.
Yeah, well, it's just because I'm like bigger in the torso than I am anywhere else.
I don't know. You got
So
a lot of leg.
I do have a lot of leg.
He has like a little bounce to his walk. It's like a cool walk though.
I used to a lot of people used to make comments on my walk actually because of the way that I do walk. It it kind of looks like I'm doing like gangster walk or something. And
He bounces like when he walks.
people used to ask why I walk that way. I'm like, this is just my regular walk. I didn't even know I was doing something weird.
I will say whenever I first met you, I could tell you walk different. I you know what and think about that now. I've been with you for a while and I watch you walk and I don't even realize that anymore.
Yeah,
That's why like when people say things like, "Oh, you walk weird," or "Oh, you talk," I forget about it. I don't even know it. I don't even know what they're talking about.
yeah. No, it's either my walk is weird or, I have this random accent that just kind of like,
It pisses me off too when people say things to you.
I mean, I think my favorite part about it is when people are like, where are you from? And I'm usually like, oh, I'm just from around here. And they're like, no, you got a bit of an accent. I'm like,
My dad and mom did that with you, and then they felt horrible.
and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I know where I came from. You can't tell me no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I feel like I have an accent right now. I
Yeah.
feel like I sound like a boy.
No,
I sound like a little boy.
no. It's just because you're sick that you think that.
I'm hitting puberty. I'm kidding. I think I still sound like a child. Oh my god, I feel like I shouldn't be doing a podcast today. This is
Why?
horrible because I sound horrible and my brain is so gone. I am so sorry, guys. We're probably gonna end up posting this anyway. I just want to say in advance that we are so sorry for not making any sense this time, or like not like talking very often, or the story sounding weird, or anything really at all, like being off, being sick for me and CJ is really rough. Like it is for everybody. And I think that, you guys will understand, like, we're doing the best we can with trying to get better, but still getting a video out there. Um, because we're kind of struggling just to think of things. And this was not the issue last time, because last time we couldn't shut up.
Yeah.
So we are so sorry for.
No, because I think a lot of the problem is the fact that our brains are just so foggy because of how long it's been. It's not, and I'm not even gonna say it's been like all that long. I'm just gonna say that it's been long enough to a point that, you know, it's taken a lot from us to recover, and I think that's kind of like making us, I don't know, not know what we're trying to talk about.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. And so, if you guys ever want to leave a comment and say, like, you want us to touch up more on, you know, something stupid like the not like the I don't know how to make those people sound like, because I don't want to call them crazy, but like the people that aren't in the best spots in life.
I was gonna say people who are under the influence, I think, would be the
Okay,
best term.
okay, yeah, you're so smart. Yeah, so like for like example, if you guys want to leave a comment that's like, hey, can you guys touch up on that story more, or if you have any more stories, I know we have more stories, but like touch up on that story more, please leave a comment below because we can definitely, when we are better, make that story sound so much better. I think we just wanted to get something out there because I couldn't think of anything. So
Yeah.
definitely tell us anything. I mean, because we need it.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
need help deciding like what to talk about. If we just had like just some advice or some help, like just to know what we're talking about, because it's really hard to go off of nothing.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have a little bit of a base and a couple questions that you guys would like to ask.
Yeah,
I don't care
absolutely.
if it's one person or 100 people. Like, and you're asking me a million questions. Like, we will answer your guys' questions because it'll make us feel like we're actually entertaining people.
Yeah, for sure. Cause like we I'm gonna expose us a little bit here, but before we actually started recording this episode, we probably spent a good 10 minutes trying to figure out what we were gonna say, how we were gonna start the video, what topics we actually all day we've been trying to figure out what kind of topics we were gonna talk about, but just never came up with them. So everything that we just talked about kind of came up from basically the top of our head.
Which is fine, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do. So, with that being said, I think we're going to leave it at this
Yeah.
because we are struggling and I am exhausted and just need a little more time. So, hopefully next week when we post a video, you guys are going to like it a lot better than this one. It'll make more sense. And like I said, please leave a comment below. We want people to comment like and ask us questions. We want to answer you guys' questions. We want to see what you guys think about us, feel about us. Like, if you want to watch more videos of us, like, if it's worth our time to keep moving forward with this, we would really like you to comment. Um, got anything else you'd like to say other than, um,
Um,
please like and subscribe and
I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, please like, subscribe, and yeah, like she was saying, make sure you comment down all your questions or anything you want to say, and we will be reading everything and answering everything as best as we can. And yeah, we'll talk to you all next week.
all right,
All
bye.
right, bye.